Witam was serdecznie, Wilk z tej strony, na 43. live'ie z Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I tak szczerze mówiąc, długo nie zostało jeszcze, jeśli chodzi o podstawkę. Rzecz jasna, że mam dodatki. Ale wiecie, coś jeszcze pewnie tak ogarnie. Dobra. Ja nie lubię, wiecie, przedłużać. No co nie lubię. Małe kłamstewko z mojej strony. Będziemy wykonywać zadanie zdobywca. Kassandra z włócznią w jednej dłoni i edyktem królewskim w drugiej otrzymała zadanie podbicia Odyssey dla Sparty. Musiała zdążyć przed Ateńczykami. Tym się jeszcze zajmiemy, ale tu mam dwa znaki zapytania, którymi będę chciał się zająć. Co sobie możecie przeczytać? Jasne, zmieniamy wygląd na strój właśnie ten do skradania nasz. A dobra, dobra, bo inny strój też ma inny, widzę konia, tu mam tego konika. Dobra, dawno w nocy nie skradaliśmy się. I warowni. No to chodźmy teraz w nocy dla odmiany. Znaczy, nie wiem czy byliśmy poprzednio. O, na marcha, kapitanowie, ok. Zapasy wojenne 2 powinny. 1, 2 zgadzają się. I skrzynki 4. Jedna. Druga. Szukamy reszty. Trzecia. Jeden, 2, 3. Jeszcze jednej mi brakuje. Albo jestem ślepy. Też taka opcja może być. Jak dobrze wiecie, ja mam kurczę słaby wzrok. A nie, dobra, zgadza się wszystko. No to idziemy się przywitać.
Impulskontrolle.
Whistling. What?
Got a light! Shit!
kurczę, miałem mikrofon wyłączony, ciekawy przez jaką ilość czasu. Kosia im tu wypuściłem, niech mają miśka, niech się pobawił z misiem. Jakiś tam topór, ale niebieski, to mnie nie interesuje. O, skrzynka i to fioletowa, oj, 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 no to już ciekawe. To się schowałem, bo jak on mnie wykrył w tym momencie, bym się zdenerwował. Bandyty! Jeszcze mamy jedną lokację. Pozbądźmy się tego kolegi, wiecie, zero świadków. Ja sobie zmieniam na powrót naszego stroju. A do Stentora i tak wrócimy. Dzisiaj zdążymy. Sanktuarium Afrodyty. A, bardziej to tylko na tyle by było, dobra. No to wracamy do Stentora.
Scars from the Persian War. Let's see what we can find, Icarus.
Κρατέρι,
Braciszku, ja tu przeszukam, dobra?
You're back.
The champions have been dealt with.
You should be dead.
You seem disappointed.
The gods are punishing me.
Bogowie nie mają z tym nic wspólnego.
I'm a mercenary. Killing is what I do. There's nothing godly about it.
Modest, but mortal. And Hades will have you too.
We'll cross that river when we get to it.
I don't have time for this. Sparta must take this region now, while we have the chance.
Ruszam na wojnę.
Let's get this over with.
I couldn't agree more. The sooner I'm rid of you, the better.
No braciszku. No dobra, przyrodni.
I'll offer your head to the gods. I'll make your death swift, Christios.
Ale jak dam matrucizę, ta włócznia to jest zajebista ona. Kolejny leży, kapitan. Wygrana, panie i panowie, siema Dragon.
Victory is ours!
To twoja zasługa.
The victory is yours. You led us well today.
My father taught me all I know about commanding an army. Too bad you took him from me, or I might have learned more.
Stop.
Don't you dare tell me what to do. I am in command here.
You needed my help.
By the gods, how are you so arrogant? No wonder my father discarded you.
You know nothing about my family.
I know he threw you off of a cliff and chose me instead.
Oh, now who's being arrogant? You were an afterthought. You were second place.
We'll see about that.
What do you mean?
Now that we've driven the Athenians from the field, it's time I dealt with my true enemy.
Stentor,
Your
you...
job is done, mercenary. Now I will kill you for what you stole from me in Megaris.
A dlaczego chcesz ze mną walczyć?
Why are you doing this?
Because you marched into Megaris, ruined the fucking war, and murdered my father!
I did what I had to.
And so will I!
What could you possibly gain from killing me?
Justice, vengeance, peace! One would be enough, but all three is better!
You think vengeance will dull your pain? Trust me, it won't.
Here's the thing. I don't trust you.
You don't have to do this, Stentor.
Oh, but I do. There is nothing you can say to convince me otherwise.
This isn't what Nikolaos would have wanted.
Oh, you fucking know. Traitor.
I am not a traitor.
You betrayed Sparta. You betrayed your family. You killed my father and stole my chance at a normal life. You deserve nothing but the cold of my blade buried in your
Bye-bye.
heart.
Killing each other will not heal the wounds of the past.
Pater,
Hello, Centaur.
I thought you were dead.
Not just yet.
She should pay for what she's done.
Nic nie uczyniłam.
How many times do I have to tell you?
Stentor, she owes me nothing.
I don't understand.
You both have a greater role to play. Become the leader I trained you to be. Lead the armies of Sparta and be victorious.
How?
You are an honorable man, a loyal son, and a great warrior. You will be a better commander than I ever was. You can do this.
I will, Father. I will make you proud.
You already have. That could have ended badly. Cassandra, a shadow grows across Sparta. Be cautious when you return.
Mater and I will deal with it.
You found her?
Ruling Naxos.
Sounds like her. May the gods watch over you both.
Zdobywca, zadanie wykonane. Prawa uczta, kolejne zadanie. Ale tym to się zajmiemy jeszcze. To zadanie polega, żeby wrócić Meryni w sali tronowej, żeby pogadać. Jak tu mam 60 pancerza, to ja wątpię, że to kurczę będzie coś lepszego. Kurczę, to jest ciekawe. Kogo Czekajcie, plus 8 do wszystkich obrażeń. Jest ciekawe, bo mi podniesie ładnie wszystko. Sporo tytuł obrażenia, łowca. Ja sobie chyba to wybiorę. Tak, walczę na razie za pomocą włóczni. No i mamy nowe zadania w ogóle i tutaj mamy przebudzenie mitu, chyba tym bym się zajął. Klucz do przebudzenia Sfinksa był gotowy, pozostało tylko go użyć. Tu jeszcze mamy zadanie poświęcenie życia. Z okazji ten znak zapytania po drodze. Z namiotu konik wyszedł. Nie wiem co on tam robił, ale dobra. To miałem najpierw się udać tam, a zrobiłem przez to, że... przez to, że właśnie znalazłem ten dysk wcześniej, no to udało mi się to ogarnąć jeszcze wcześniej. Mi się to... Obozowisko, menady, lokacja oczyszczona. Jeszcze kurde 76 poziom mamy postaci. No i tak to pójdzie na handel, na nic innego. A, punkt postaci jeszcze. Ale postanowiłem jednak lecieć w te obrażenia. No miałem lecieć w co innego, ale kurczę, obrażenia wojownika mi się bardzo przydadzą przy walkach. To chyba lepiej w to zainwestować.
Let's ride. Is that? It can't be. Hello.
Lepiej zapisać grę.
It must only work at night. I should come back after dark.
O! O kurwa, co to jest?
Another challenger. I hope you're more resilient than the last one.
By the gods! The statue came alive!
I am no statue, child. If you cannot comprehend what stands before you, how are you to entertain me?
Kim ty jesteś?
What are you?
The Sphinx, the guardian of truth and knowledge.
Co ty tutaj robisz?
Why are you here?
The gods sent me to protect something, and I've been its guardian ever since.
Kurwa, ja robię, że się grę skraszowało. What? Co jest do cholery jasnej? Ja pierdolę. Podczas cutscenki wywaliło grę. Ja już myślałem, że się komputer zawiesił. Że grę zapisałem sobie. Słuchaj, to jest nieraz zajebiste. Ktoś mnie grę wypierdoli. O, w tym momencie zakończyłem. To już było.
And now I am
Why are you here?
The gods sent me to protect something, and I've been its guardian ever since.
Nie przychodzę tu, żeby cię zabawiać.
I came here for another reason.
Oh, then tell me, little one, why are you here?
You protect an object of great power. I have been asked to return it to where it belongs.
A most noble of causes. Sadly, I cannot grant your request.
There's too much at stake. I won't leave without it.
The power I guard is not for the weak-willed.
I can resist.
One must risk everything in the pursuit of knowledge. If you can answer my questions wisely, you will have proven yourself worthy. What is large yet never grows, has roots that cannot be seen, and is taller than trees.
Góra.
A mountain.
How fascinating. As small as your thumb, I am light in the air. You may hear me before you see me, but trust that I'm there.
Komar.
A mosquito.
A likely answer. At night they come without being fetched, and by day they are lost without being stolen.
Gwiazdy.
The stars.
You're a wise one. You are an interesting one. Now, take what you have learned and touch the symbols that reflect your choices.
Góra. Mamy góry. Komar. Kurwa, gdzie jest komar? To jest czacha. Kurwa, gdzie jest komar? Woda. I gwiazdy. Źle coś zrobiłem na bank.
Like those who came before, you have faith.
Kurwa, jak to trzeba zrobić dobrze? A ja w zagadki jestem słaby. To pomyślmy.
Another.
By the god!
The
I can.
Przemniej twój artefakt.
You protect an object of great power. I have been asked to return.
a most noble of course.
There's too much at stake.
The power I guard is.
I can resist.
One must risk everything in the pursuit of. I'm alive, but without breath. I'm as cold in life as in death. I'm never thirsty, though I always drink.
Ryba.
You're a fish.
You're highly perceptive. Never resting, never still. Moving silently from hill to hill. It does not walk, run, or trot. All is cool where it is not.
Łód. Wiatr.
The wind.
You do amuse me. What is large yet never grows, has roots that cannot be seen, and is taller than trees.
A mountain.
How fascinating. You are an interesting one. Now,
Ryba. Wiatr. To jest wiatr. Pająk. Ptacha.
like those who came before, you have failed.
Kurwa, trzeba jakoś to zrobić dobrze. Dobra, do 3 razy sztuka. Jak się nie uda, to skorzystam z poradnika.
And now,
By the god!
I am... The...
You protect.
A most noble...
There's too much at stake.
The power...
I can resist.
One must risk everything in the pursuit of... I'm alive, but without breath. I'm as cold in life as in death. I'm never thirsty, though I always drink.
Ryba mi pasuje.
You're a fish.
You're highly... What is large yet never grows, has roots that cannot be seen, and is...
Na drzew korony się unosi. Miasto to nie wiadomo, czy będzie duże. Góra. Nie wiem, góra to może być mniejsza. Chociaż nie, góra. Górka, a góra. Góra może być duża.
A mountain.
How fast some try to hide, some try to cheat. But time will show we always will meet. Try as you might to guess my name, I promise you'll know when you I do claim.
Śmierć.
Death.
Well done, mortal. You are an interesting one. Now, take what you have learned.
Ryba. Góra. I śmierć. Udało się, jak to miało, do 3 razy sztuka. Jak to mają do 3 razy sztuka i udało się. I udało się i mamy nowy galion. No i tu nie ma to, buława Sfinksa. Starożytny artefakt zebrany ze szczątków Sfinksa. Kula lśni ledwo skrywaną mocą. Zmieńmy galion. Galion Sfinksa wskazywał na okręty należące do strategów. Wybierali go żeglarze preferujący taktykę niż brutalną siłę. A weźmy zadanie wielbiciel Praksyli. Praksyli, niech będzie. O, za dużo piłeś, kolego, że leżysz. Alcibiades!
My, is that Cassandra Vaird, the Eagle Bearer, messenger of Zeus, she who launched 1,000 hearts?
Alcibiades. I'm known by many names, but that last one sounds to be of your own making.
My young friend Archimedes here could use your legendary talents to woo the object of his desire.
You would have my eternal gratitude.
Kim jest twój przyjaciel Alcibiadesie?
I'd like to know more about the man asking for my help.
I'm Archimedes. I came to Alcibiades because he boasts of his exploits as a lover and knows Praxila.
I'm a Misthios, not some famed lover.
Nonsense. She proved her strength, dexterity, and endurance when she got Roxana on her back.
What's the job?
Have you ever heard of Praxila?
The name sounds familiar. Who is she?
Who is she? A poet blessed by Apollo himself. She describes the gods as if they were her lovers. Her lyre is a legendary weapon wielded in her hands. I want to meet her, but talking to a goddess such as she? Terrifying.
Oh, nonsense. Usually you give a woman some flowers and she'll show you her flower. However, this is Praxila. She is not easily impressed.
Of course. No ordinary flower will do. They need to be worthy of a goddess.
I come to this coast every year for the poetry festival. Of all the beautiful blossoms, none match the scent and radiance of the coral rose. Fetch some, and all doors and legs shall open for you.
Juda! O, z tych łód jakby chętnie bym skorzystał. Skorzystali.
I'll return with your flowers. Where can I find the coral rose? It sounds rare.
You would be correct. However, like all good things in life, these take more work than most are willing to expend. They're atop a nearby mountain.
Say I do get these flowers. Where would I bring them?
Back to camp? Praxila should be in her tent.
You mentioned being here for a poetry festival?
I did. It's one of the many festivals to Apollo, but this one holds a special place in my heart, among other places. Other festivals are so stuffy. Here we worship like maenads.
Dobra, wiemy
I've
wszystko.
heard enough.
Please, if you are as skilled with sword and heart as Alcibiades says, you'll return to me with the coral rose. As a poet, it's best that I stay at camp while you do the hiking.
You'd be an easy snack for wolves or bears. I'll return with the roses.
Wielbiciel Praksylii. Na wybrzeżu Beocji odbywa się słynny festiwal poezji. Tam właśnie Kassandra dała się namówić do pomocy młodemu poecie, który chciałby zauroczyć swoją idolkę, piękną Praksyllę.
These must be the coral roses.
Koralowa róża, zobaczmy ją w ekwipunku. Rzadki kwiat pobłogosławiony różowo-pomarańczową barwą koralu.
I found your coral roses.
You're back! That's perfect. The roses are perfect. Oh, look at the luster. The fragrance. Now you must deliver them to her.
No ty chcesz ją zobaczyć.
You came all this way to meet her. You should be the one to do it.
Please, I'm much too nervous to speak to her. I've composed a poem to recite. Here, let me teach you.
Jestem poetką.
I'd say it all wrong. I'm a mystios, not a poet.
Then, would you at least deliver the flowers while I rehearse?
Fine. But the rest is up to you.
Okay, she's at her tent, right there. Go give them to her.
Alcybiadesem, o! To jeszcze fajnie.
Praxilla, I have flowers for you from Archimedes of... somewhere.
Did I not tell you to get the wine 5 minutes ago?
Cassandra Vaiad, may I introduce you to my dear friend Praxilla, Apollo's muse and mistress of the golden strings.
You're Praxilla?
Didn't expect an aged bard. Mercenary of Ayad?
It would be foolish of me to assume a master of the craft would be young.
Praxilla, this is Cassandra Vaiad, Eagle bearer, messenger of Zeus, launcher of 1,000.
Cassandra Kaka, cast stone and light alike, leaves ladies and lads alight alive. Ailing women and awestruck men cling to her side.
A true genius.
Look at those shoulders. A soldier, a Spartan, a thorn in the side of tyrants. She who dares challenge Poseidon. Alcibiades, this one I'm keeping my eyes on.
The poems she writes about me are never so kind.
I have flowers for you. They're not from me. They're from Archimedes. He's right over... Well, he was over there.
A coral rose? I'll have to get my servant to add these to the pile.
I also prefer actions to easy gestures.
Where is that servant girl? I swear her head must be rattling with rocks.
I wish she'd rattle my rocks.
A Haikos is missing. That idiot must have taken it with her and run off.
A haikos.
Achaikos is Praxila's legendary lyre.
I set it down after tuning moments before you arrived. I can't go on stage without a Haikos.
I did see Archimedes leaving in quite a hurry.
We need to get that lyre back. Please, without Praxila getting everyone's juices flowing, this festival is just a bunch of young men measuring the size of their verse.
This lyre was special. Can you play another for your recital?
Perseus without winged sandals or a mirrored shield was just a man. Would he have the same legends, the same mystery if he performed each task without a legendary weapon?
It's very valuable, both in significance and in drachmi.
Archimedes and the missing servant both disappeared as the lyre was stolen. They could be working together.
Oh, and he seemed like such a nice boy.
Alcibiades invited a viper into my tent.
Is there somewhere they could have taken it?
It's a poetry festival. There's no better hub for shady trade.
I'll find the thief and return the lyre.
Kolejne zadanie. Awantura o lirę. Lira Praxili zniknęła, prawdopodobnie skradziona przez Archimedesa. Cassandra musi odzyskać instrument, bo inaczej Praxila nie będzie mogła wystąpić. O nie! Jak ona nie wystąpi, co to będzie?
Praxila's lyre has gone missing. Have you seen it?
Praxila's lyre is missing? That's terrible news. First no Euripides and now this? Krefsis really has gone to the dogs.
I'm looking for a man named Archimedes.
I know an Archimedes. Otherwise, no.
He might have been holding a lyre?
There are as many men holding lyres here as there are blades of grass on a field.
Do you know a man named Archimedes?
Archimedes? Archimedes? That's the kid who hangs out around the Vipers. Yeah, I know him. He's been coming to the festival for 3 or 4 years, maybe.
The Vipers? Who are they?
You know how it is. People feel small, so they band together to make the rest of us feel smaller. They took over the temple of Athena Itonia a while back. Now it's hard to take the road without being held at knife point.
Do you think that's where Archimedes would take a lyre?
Hope not, for his sake. The Vipers are dangerous. if he did have the light on him, they'd probably rough him up for it. He's one of those kids that'd be keeping around for fodder, if you get me.
Did he have a lyre on him?
I didn't see him with one. I saw him talking to you, then walking towards Praxilla's tent. He and Praxilla's pretty elot have been sneaking around lots. Just assume they were, you know, planting a garden.
Is the Temple of Athena the best place to sell a stolen lyre?
You can buy and sell anything here, unfortunately. But going to the Vipers guarantees the person you stole from won't follow you in. Shame. It was such a beautiful temple.
Thank you for your help.
Hope you find the lyre. Watch out for the Vipers at the Temple of Athena.
To idziemy tu. Coś odkryłem, no to idziemy tam.
Someone, please, help!
You're that servant. The one who disappeared at the same time as the lyre.
I can explain. Archimedes talked me into it and said he'd use the drachmi to buy my freedom. When we escaped, he said he wanted to bring the lyre to the Vipers. I said no. The Vipers said yes.
So, the Vipers have Archimedes and the lyre now. As for you, you can go back to Praxilla and apologize if you really want help.
Przy okazji znak zapytania tu ogarnę sobie. Świątynia Ateny i Toni. Dowódca bandytów, 2 więźniów, starożytna tabliczka.
That must be where they're keeping Archimedes and the lyre.
I can't bear this much longer. You're trouble.
Kurwa, głupi wilk! Dobra, weźmy tu skrzynkę, otwórzmy. No i dobra, byłaś, kolego? No i dobra. Lokacja ukończona.
Thank the gods I'm saved. These horrible thugs blackmailed me into stealing the lyre.
I doubt that.
They took it from me when I was captured. Malaka got what they deserved.
Did they force you to steal Praxilla's lyre?
No, they gave me the confidence I was lacking. We would drink and complain about poetry at the festival, and I let slip that Praxilla's my mother.
What? Praxilla's your mother?
She is. She abandoned me and my father when I was a child. Something about following her destiny to be a wandering poet. My father, Achaikos, built the lyre for her as a wedding present. She loved it more than us. I wanted her to feel the way we did when she left.
Miała prawo podążyć własną ścieżką.
Praxilla was born with a calling for the arts. It was her right to follow it.
She should have thought of that before she decided to have a family. I wish my father had never made her that lyre.
Speaking of the lyre, I know you have it.
Malaka, I do, but it was damaged in the struggle. Wait, before you leave, I need some advice. Should I talk to Praxilla? I don't know what to do.
Próbuj pomówić.
Approach Praxilla as yourself and talk to her. Maybe she missed you and didn't know how to come home.
I need time to think about everything. My father, my mother, my friends. Please don't tell Praxilla who I am.
Lila Praxylli. Zobaczmy ją w ekwipunku. Nazywana na cześć swojego konstruktora, Archaikos był legendarnym instrumentem poetki Praxylli. A niech idzie do niej.
I was able to get the lyre, but not in one piece.
Thank you. Oh, Haikos, what mischief did you get yourself into?
Zadanie wykonane. Awantura o lirę. Kolejne zadanie.
Oh, Cassandra, thwarter of thieves. I appreciate you bringing a Haikos back to me, but I need to ask another favor.
You need help fixing the lyre.
Perceptive, too. Look at it. Wood's gone soft, body splintered, it's toneless, tooless even.
What can be done to save it?
Cressis has been having this festival for years. The town is built around it. Of course, because instruments are as fragile as a poet's heart, there's a master lyre maker at Cressis port.
Not too far away.
And since it's been proven that nothing is safe on these hills, I'll need some muscle for protection.
No dobra, idziemy z tobą.
I can help you get there safely.
The journey will be worth your while. Come now.
I'm right behind you.
I have many fond memories of this place. I watched the port grow into a town, and the small gathering of friends grow into...
Naprawa liry. Ponieważ lira była uszkodzona, a festiwal miał się zaraz rozpocząć, Cassandra musiała pomóc Praxili w naprawieniu jej kochanego Haikosa. W tym celu udały się wspólnie do kogoś, kto mógłby sprostać temu zadaniu. Ale droga była pełna niebezpieczeństw.
It's more home than home.
Your true love is a lyre and your home is a poetry festival? You never wanted to settle somewhere?
Oh, you sweet young child. My life isn't as simple as you make it out to be. I'm like Zephyros, needing to go where I please. I learned this the hard way.
So you care only for yourself?
If you only live your life for others, what's the point? You're nothing but a slave, a loyal beast at best.
People can get hurt.
If I had lived the life expected of me, traditional and domestic, I would have died inside. And like as not, thrown myself into the sea. I know what I need.
Oh, seems like the festival here is much less formal than the others I've encountered.
Yes, Dionysus claimed our offerings to Apollo and granted us the gift of ecstasy.
I can see why it would attract people from far and wide.
Do not misunderstand. Heathen is one part of worship, but there are many here who dedicate themselves. Timiha, where are you?
Who is making all that fucking noise?
The smell of the sea is almost enough to cover your stench, Timiha.
Raxilla, I've been gathering fruits to throw at you all week.
High praise coming from you. I need a favor. A Haikos was kidnapped by some idiot and needs a new neck.
This idiot?
Nie, przez kogoś innego.
Sadly, there have been many idiots on this journey.
I hired this muscle here to get a Haikos back. Now she's keeping me company.
All right, give him here. Poor fellow's been brutalized.
But you can fix it, right?
Of course I can fix him. I am the best pair of hands you're going to find outside of Athens. Problem is, a Haikos is a special boy. I have materials, but nothing worthy of putting him together.
What materials do you need?
I have what I need for the neck, but the old one took the strings and yoke out when it snapped. Ah, there's a crack running through the soundbox. That needs to be replaced.
What should I be looking for?
Some use bone for the yoke and neck, but nothing beats wood in my opinion. Strings are made from gut, and we could use a shell for the soundbox.
Jakich jelit potrzebujesz na
Those
stronę?
strings don't look like guts to me.
They are. Just soaked for a long time and pulled thin. I'm sure you'll enjoy killing some legendary beasts to help a Haikos sing.
Jaka musza będzie dobra na pudło?
I've seen some lyres with turtle shells for the body.
Not a lot of turtles on this coast, but a good sturdy conch should do the trick.
Jakiego drewna potrzebujesz?
What's a yoke? And what wood do you need to replace it?
The yoke is the crossbar that all of the strings are attached to.
Sure is. It needs to bend, so a springy wood is best.
I think we all can agree on that.
I will return with the materials to repair a Haikos.
Wilcze wnętrzności. Tam na wzgórzu chyba jakieś wilki są. A przy punkcie synchronizacji, jak się nie mylę. Nie, po tej stronie. Po tej stronie akurat one były.
Wolves are fierce animals. I'll gut them for Praxilla. Hope these are enough guts for fixing a high course.
No to za Grecję pójdziemy. Pożyczymy łódkę. Dawaj łódeczko, dasz radę.
This shell should be perfect for Praxilla's lyre.
No dobra, łódko popłyniemy. Zdobądź drewno srebrnej brzozy. O kurwa, Cassandra pod tekstury wpada.
should be enough wood for a new lyre.
Dobra, zobaczmy sobie te opisy. W kiszkach tej legendarnej bestii wciąż gra wilcza pieśń. Ta dźwięczna muszla to dar morza, który świetnie oddaje jego melodyjną bryzę. Podobno wiatr szumiał w tych gałęziach melodyjnie jak letni deszcz. Oddajmy to jej.
I have everything we need.
Excellent. Give it here.
Be careful with it.
He'll like me better when I'm done. You always were too rough with your fingering.
Well, that's the first complaint I've heard about it.
There he is, looking more handsome than ever.
You call this your best work? You're robbing me blind.
Oh, shut up and go deafen the masses with your wailing.
Thanks for the help. Here's your drachmi. I need some time to put a high cost through spaces. I might need some help after though, so swing by my tent when you have a minute.
Sure, if I'm in the area.
Naprawa liry, zadanie wykonane. I znów mamy kolejne zadanie, dziedzictwo Praxylii, kontynuujemy to. Jeśli chodzi o ten region, to nam zostały 4 znaki zapytania. Plus tutaj ta jaskinia, czyli dobra, można powiedzieć 5.
The Mistias returns. Do you have time to accompany me and Achaikos to our triumphant performance?
Z przyjemnością.
After all this, I wouldn't miss it.
Excellent. We team up once more.
So we're a team now. Can I still expect to get paid?
After my performance, drachmi will be in no short supply. Trust me.
You've dedicated your life to your art. You must have a lot to show for it.
I write 100 poems every night when I go to sleep, and I throw out 100 every morning when I wake up. Luckily, some have survived to touch people.
Do you have any favorites?
There's one I'm well known for that is very dear to me. The most beautiful thing I leave is the light of the sun. Second are the shining stars and the face of the moon. Then ripe cucumbers, apples, and pears too.
Sounds nice. But we should get going. So, cucumbers!
The sun gives us the fruit of the trees, like the fruit of the Lord.
Kassandra odprowadzała na festiwal poezji uzbrojoną w Achaikosa, gotową do występu Praxylę.
In your poem, you say you leave the sun. Why?
Not me. Adonis. He's being asked upon death about the most beautiful things he's left behind. To me, there is no greater beauty than that of the sun, and the moon, and stars.
Oh, why is he being asked this?
Adonis is beauty incarnate. What could be so beautiful that even he would be paying to leave?
I see. Looks like we've made it.
Marvelous. Thank you. Looks like my adoring fans are ready for me. Be sure to catch the show.
It's Praxilla!
I heard she was coming this year.
Praxilla! Recite something for us.
I've been reciting this poem for years. Cassandra, would you do me the kindness of allowing me to hear it anew from your lips? Nonsense. You know everything you need to do it justice. How about something new this year?
The most beautiful thing I leave is the light of the sun.
Praise be Apollo!
O niejasne gwiazdy i kochanka Lica.
Second are the shining stars in the face of the moon.
This is one of my favorites.
A później dojrzałe ogórki, gruszki.
Then, ripe cucumbers, apples, and pears too.
That's always been my favorite verse. I'm happy my poem touched you so deeply, Cassandra. Have you thought about trading your spear for the lyre?
I will stick to swinging swords, thanks.
It wouldn't be a poetry festival without someone causing a disturbance.
Praxilla, get to safety. I can handle them.
No jasne, walka na bijatyka, na pięści tu kurczę, a tutaj kurwa z bronią. Dobra, kolejnej najemniczki nie ma. Gorsze. 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 O, buty lepsze. Ale nie, ja nie będę tego zmieniać. A, tu 73 trzeba ulepszyć na kolejny poziom.
Happens every year. Some cursed idiots drink too much wine and get themselves killed.
I didn't know poetry festivals were such lively events.
Indeed. I need to take a moment to recover. Let's go back to my tent.
Ah, but we do have a happy ending.
Praxilla, it has taken me long years of soul-searching and many nights of tears to bring myself to this moment. I am Archimedes, your son.
When I heard the name of the man who stole my lyre, I suspected it might be you.
I've dreamt of hurting you as you hurt me and my father 1,000 times. But I only knew you as the mother who abandoned me and not as the artist that I just saw.
Just as Adonis lamented the beauty he left behind, I too left that which was most precious to me on the death of my old self.
You're not dead. Neither of you are. Take this opportunity and see what you can build together.
Thank you for all your help.
Zdobiony łuk. To idziemy tutaj, nieodkryte miejsce. Bo tu ten jeden znak właśnie się rzuca, a potem będziemy zadanie fabularne poświęcenie życia. Ale zobaczmy ten zdobiony łuk. Nie chcę. Wolę ten mój. Obóz treningowy. Bardziej czcicieli, o kurde.
You'll regret it if you come any closer.
Punkty wolę. By odzyskać trochę adrenaliny. Dobra, lokacja oczyszczona. Posiadaniem poświęcenie życia, epi.
By Zeus! I would have been a goner there if it wasn't for you.
Lucky I came by.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. I'm Epi. Well, Epizilos, but my friends call me Epi. Not that I have friends, necessarily.
I'm Cassandra.
Charmed. You have the look of someone used to being out in the world.
A ty wyglądasz na uczonego.
You have the look of someone who... spends a lot of time reading.
I don't look like much, it's true. But when discovery knocks, what other choice is there? I have, in my possession, a Mycenaean tablet that leads to a sacred burial site. I'm calling it the Cave of the Oracle.
Good for you.
Mycenaeans were known for their elaborate grave sites, full of precious things.
How precious?
Ancient jewelry, ceremonial swords and daggers, so very precious. If you escort me, I'll show you.
No dobra.
How can I turn down the promise of precious things?
The fates have delivered you onto my path, and thus we travel together.
The fates have been known to have a sense of humor.
Happening upon you, hero, is fortuitous.
Glad to hear it. So, you dig through book row?
No. Well, yes and no. I dig through dirt, too.
Już tam mam opis, zaraz idę sobie, nie idę akurat syropce na kaszę łyknąć. Epi. Kierowany sprytem i wolą bogów odkrył fragment mykejskiej steli, zwiastującej nadejście wielkiego odkrycia. Czy wreszcie zasłużył na szacunek braci archeologicznej, której tak bardzo pragnie? Tego się zaraz dowiemy. Ja zaraz wrócę, idę sobie syrop łyknę. Zaraz przyjdę. Dobra, jestem z powrotem.
I uncover our history. Sometimes, hopefully this time, it will uncover ancient wonders.
I hate to break it to you, but clay pots and dirt aren't that wondrous to most.
I've dedicated my life to it. It's so much more than treasure to be looted.
Is it though?
It's who we are. Knowing where we come from tells us where we are headed.
You educated people and your riddles.
Some people don't care about the past. They only want to steal something that will make them a few drachmi. Imagine that.
Hard to believe.
My peers are no more than treasure hunters and art dealers.
Well, you did mention precious jewels.
These ruins and relics are notoriously hard to find. I found this one through clever searching and deduction.
Tell me more about it.
Mycenaeans held specific rituals. Some tales speak of objects made by the gods.
Yes, the gods like to play their hand on occasion.
Think of this, Mystios. How would you like to have had the gods help you in battle?
A good warrior doesn't need any help from the gods or anyone else.
True, true. But think of what we might find there.
You think we'll find something with this power?
See? Now are you interested?
I certainly am.
Oj, mnie interesuje tylko te skarby, jakieś, nie wiem, broń jakaś fajna, legendarna, fajnie by wpadła.
What's this?
Stay back.
They seem drawn to this place. I hadn't expected that.
Does this have to do with whatever that name was you said?
The Mycenaeans? I don't see how they could know. It must be related to Trophonios. I'll observe them and see what I can learn.
Fine. I'll search further inside.
Wait! Take this steely piece. See if there are markings that match it.
Fragment mykeńskiej steli. Stela pokryta mistetycznymi płaskorzeźbami zajmowała niegdyś poczesne miejsce w starożytnym grobowcu. Nie wiadomo dlaczego jej fragmenty rozsypano po całym świecie, ale Epi musiał ją odbudować i tym sposobem tchnąć życie w zamierzchłą przeszłość. Pamiętacie, tu chyba był.
Burial site. Mules are buried in higher places of honor.
Pamiętacie, było przejście.
The steely piece looks like it can be placed. This is unexpected.
Tędy nie przejdę. Tu widzę spartańskie. Tędy nie przejdę. Ciężki kostur.
This is more elaborate than I thought.
Miecz sierpowy. Lokacja ukończona, jaskinia wyroczni.
This is more like it. Let's see what we have.
Zardzewiałe mykeńskie buty.
This statue depicts a warrior.
Blokuję sobie przejście.
The markings match Epi's stone. Epi will want to see all of this.
To wracamy do niego.
We're in the right place. Unfortunately, my friend, it's been looted. All I found was this armor.
That is highly significant. The Mycenaeans were a warrior culture, you know. So this must be a warrior's tomb.
Well, it's a decent piece, but where's the rest of it?
That was only one part of the stele. If we can find the others, I can decipher the text.
Maybe that will reveal more armor. The rest of the stele you speak of could be anywhere.
If I can find clues for where to look, are you interested in finding the other stele pieces?
Poszukamy.
I'll look for the others.
Excellent! Now, I need to see those markings. Let's go inside. I didn't expect the stele keystone to actually be a key.
I wonder what happens when all of them are in place.
Even with only part of the stele, I can start to decipher the writing.
What does it say?
I think that says of the gods.
Really? To think you were someone yelling for help not long ago.
Look at me now.
I think you're going to need all of them, though.
According to this, it seems that the stele pieces have been deliberately separated.
I wonder why they were separated on purpose.
It doesn't matter if we can find them. Will you look for the other stele pieces?
Of course. Where should I look?
According to this, the next stele is... Oh, better you than me. I can't swim. Explore the ruins of Arni.
What's the connection between this tomb and those worshippers?
The writing mentions of the gods. It's not clear which gods, though. Once we decipher more, we should understand the connection.
Jaki to ma wszystko związek z tą zbroją?
The armor must belong to the ancient warrior. But why remove it and spread it out across the lands?
Good question. It must have something to do with the text.
So these markings are in ancient language?
Mycenaean. There are languages even older than that, which have been lost. When this died out, sadly, we fell into a dark age.
Time for me to go.
Poświęcenie życia. Język pradawnych. I tutaj. I dokładnie mogę się tymi dwoma znakami zająć zapytania i tu będzie ten trzeci, ostatni. Niespotykana mykeńska stela stanowiła klucz do odszyfrowania starożytnego języka. Tego przy pokrywaniu napisami ścian grobowca. Cóż za wartościowe odkrycie. Epi odrzucił wreszcie wątpliwość i cieszył się przygodą.
Δέξου την καινή ημών προσφορά. Εκλιπαρούμε του ελαίου σου Φοβούμαι.
Liwadia.
Imi, φόβον με προκαλείς.
Tu lecimy kolejny znak zapytania. Jak przejrzę kątem oka. Nie, tu już jak te dwa znaki, już mi więcej nic nie zostanie tutaj. Wieża Askre. Dowódca bandytów, ostrakon i starożytna tabliczka oraz dwa skarby. No i dobra. Mam pas podróżnika. Starożytną tabliczkę. Pancerz perskiego wojownika, a tu ogień w brzuchu. Udaj się na zachód, w stronę wielkiej spalonej świątyni opodal góry Heikon. Znajdziesz mnie w środku, tam gdzie wybuchł pożar. Dobra, popłyniemy już w pław. Zaraz zjem kolację, sobie zjem jabłuszka, jak nie będzie, jak będziecie coś słuchać, to przepraszam. Klucz znalazłem. Uczmi Murty nadal waży swoje. Jego prymitywne, rzeźbione ucho przedstawia postać z wyniesionymi rękami zapewniej odrącą się. Zastanawiam się, do jakich bóstw wnosili prośby. I ostatni znak zapytania w tym regionie. Powiem szczerze, całą mapę wyeksplorowaliśmy. No, w Macedonii mamy 2 znaki zapytania, ale nam zaraz rozpocznie się dodatek. Więc wiecie, tego już nie brałem. Czytajmy to. Woda morska wygładziła krawędzie tego fragmentu steli, ale wyryte w niej znaki wciąż spełniają swoje zadanie. Pomiędzy wyblakłymi znakami można odczytać fragmenty tłumaczeniu. Rada starszych, martwi, ciekawe. Czy był to hołd jakiegoś rodzaju? Czy w tym miejscu odbywał się jakiś rytuał? O, chciałem pochodnie wyjąć.
Your clue was right. I found a part of the stele along with another piece of armor.
There must be a piece of armor with each missing stele.
But why?
This section here refers to a ritual.
It doesn't explain why the armor was separated and hidden with the stele piece.
Maybe that was part of the ritual? We need to find the other stele pieces. Are you ready?
Dawaj.
If we found these, then we'll find the other stele pieces too. I'll go look.
Even with the full keystone in place, some of the meaning may be lost on us.
I have faith in you.
Oh! You won't believe what this section says. Of the primordial gods. Primordial.
That's interesting.
That's ancient.
It could just be a prayer on behalf of the warrior.
That's what I thought too. Until I read this part.
There's more?
It mentions that the ritual will be activated.
What ritual?
I have no idea. I'm presuming it means we need all of the steles in place before something happens.
Do you have the location for the missing piece?
This text is hard to make sense of. It appears to be a warning. Be careful when you explore the tomb of Orion.
I'll be careful. The Dark Age has had its time. Why look backward?
There is truth and insight in looking backward. Take Homer, for example. He often spoke of our past in his stories.
Huh. So digging through dirt and cobweb words is your ambition?
My role is to breathe life into the ancients.
Do any of your peers support you in this?
None. My ways are too different for them.
If you're right, you'll gain their respect after this. Do you worry that your expectations are too high? It may be a dead end.
How can it? The clues have proven me right thus far. The stele mentions a ritual that once performed will activate something.
What does that have to do with primordial gods?
I have no idea. When we have all the stele pieces, we'll know.
Time to go.
W pogoni za cieniami. Odkrycie znaczenia tekstów pojawiło się jeszcze więcej pytań. Wkrótce cała Stella udzieliła nam na nie odpowiedzi. Te wywołują zamieszanie w głowie szlachetnego Epiego i jego oddaniu greckiej historii. Tego nie wiemy, ale się dowiemy. Prawie 600 metrów. Grobowiec poszukiwaliśmy, ale co ja ominąłem w tym grobowcu? Nie wiem. Coś musiałem najpewniej. To przejście może zbadam, może tu coś jest. Aha, tutaj to pusto. Ale nie, coś tu musiałem ominąć, na bank.
Whatever you're after, you're too late. They're all gone. Dead or mad.
I don't understand. Who did this to you?
I don't understand it myself. My brethren and I were drawn to this place, but madness took over. We fought over the artifact. One of them grabbed it and ran.
Grabbed the stele?
Search the caves. That's where they'll be hiding. Beware the... They're beyond reason.
Aha. Ja już myślałem, że coś ominąłem. Skinia szaleństwa. Ciekawa nazwa. Zardzewiały i to jest niebieskie, no to nie, to mnie nie zainteresuje. Też tu mam jedno zadanie. Szepcem pomówić. To w ogóle zapomniałem o tym zadaniu w ogóle, że to takie zadanie jest.
Hey,
Πυρίκολε και τελετάρκα.
Jak, bo on nie mógł stanąć w jakimś miejscu, gdzie możemy szybko podróż mieć. Albo tym była, żeby była szybka podróż do niego.
There may be some truth in this lore.
Oh, is that blood on it?
It's otherwise undamaged. There are people claiming that it speaks to them. What could do that?
Strange. I don't hear anything. Do you?
Words of madmen. Perhaps the next pieces will tell us more.
This one needs a good cleaning. Let's hope the remaining ones are fine.
Poszukam steli.
I'll search for the remaining stelees.
My peers will finally listen to what I have to say. It says the ritual will activate something. But what? What will happen when we have all the pieces? Will it lead to a treasure? Some of the translation is lost on me. This passage speaks of worth.
What else?
This passage mentions something about inner vision. But the meaning is unclear.
It's almost translated. Why aren't you happy?
You tell me others are hearing things. They think it speaks to them. Yet I hear nothing. I feel nothing.
To nowe odkrycie.
This is an important find. You said so yourself. Why does it matter what others say or feel?
I know. I see that it's important from a logical perspective. But what if I can't experience it? And this mention of worth, what if it means I'm not worthy?
What if the gods are not worthy of us? Look, we aren't done yet, right? So wait and see.
You're right.
Time to dust yourself off and focus.
You're right.
Looking for this?
Oh! Excellent!
Cheer up. Only one stele left to go.
You're right. There's a temple in the city of Orchomenos, near the harbor. You may find it there.
Behold, kolejne zadanie wykonało się. Dotrzyj do świątyni w mieście Orchomonos. Ja tu byłem!
Τι αν έχεις υπό του γείτονό σου ότι εξαπάταξα στον δούλον αυτού ένα πολύ χρόνο θεσίνο. Οι χαρακτήρες σε τις τραγωδίες σου.
Τι αν έχεις υπό του γείτονό σου ότι εξεπάταξα στον δούλον αυτού ένα πολύ
Someone's beaten me to it. I'll have to take a closer look. A battered scarf. I'm looking for someone with torn clothes. These pots were broken before the fire.
Is nothing sacred? Ancient and valuable relics were housed in this temple. Now the scum has taken it all and burned it down.
They burned it to cover their tracks.
The scum ran off towards town with an armload of our most sacred items. Likely in the beggar's quarter, from the look of him.
Και βρίσκεται υπέ και βρυσό. Ένα πρωτότυπο έστησε έχει νικώσει τον πονή.
Dobra, tam go mamy. A chyba nie przeczytałem opisu tego zadania. Trop Epiego wskazywał na to, że fragment steli zabrano do świątyni w mieście Orchomenos. Bogacze rozumieli z pewnością, jak wartościowy ten element jak wartościowy to element każdego rytuału i zazdrośnie go strzegli.
His clothes are torn, and they match.
Pochodzenie rytuału, zadanie wykonane. Nie trać wiary, mały człowieku. To sam dopowiedziałem, nie trać wiary. Wraz z otwarciem grobowca przebudziła się jakaś siła. Ci, którzy usłyszeli szepty bogów na wietrze, znajdowali w sobie boską inspirację lub tracili zmysły.
Φωτιά και θυροκτώνηδε, φυλακρών και λατρεία στιμώθητος και προδότης.
Dobra, bierzemy pochodnie.
I found the final stilly pieces. All of the armor has been found as well.
I can hardly contain myself. This will be life-changing, hero. Primordial gods, worth, inner vision. What can it all mean?
We'll know soon enough when you finish translating.
Yes, you're right. The stele needs to be assembled. Come. This is the cusp of a great discovery. Will the gods speak to us? What will I say to them? What will they say to me? Does it matter?
Perhaps when you read it.
Yes, yes. Only those who possess inner vision, a gift of the primordial gods, will be deemed worthy to wield power of the great Vipsii. Vipsii? What do you make of that?
I am amazed.
I don't understand. There's no change that I see. It's the same place as when we first arrived.
Look around you.
I see nothing. What do you see?
Kurz, dostałby się do oczu lepiej? Nie. Może im mniej wie, dłużej żyje?
Nothing's happening. It's only dust in my eyes.
Really? We are a pair, aren't we? I feel ashamed to think I was hoping for more. Knowledge is reward enough.
That's the idea.
At least I have this discovery. But you, Misthios, all you have is the armor.
It's good armor. You know, Epi, I think maybe you should carry on your journey.
Should I? Well, there are other clues to follow.
I would like you to join my crew.
Really? Will it require swimming? Because you know I can't swim. And what about horses? I don't think my backside can take it.
We'll figure something out.
Epi. To jest legendarny kolega. Na razie zostawiam to, co mam. Pokażę wam, jak to wygląda po prostu. Tak wygląda cały pancerz. No ja tak wrócę do tego zestawu Amazonek, bo on ma fajny właśnie ten dodatek, że obrażenia 5% obrażeń zmieniane na zdrowie. Powinno być 5% obrażeń. A, tu ta tabliczka jeszcze to znalazłem, jak ktoś nie przeczytał. Dobra, a teraz bym zajął się właśnie tym zadaniem. Tu było. Nie, tu. Cassandra spotkała ślepego Persa. Chciał on zobaczyć świat, o którym opowiadał mu jego przyjaciel. Wojowniczka obiecała, że będzie jego oczami, że w imieniu żebraka odwiedzi tę ziemię. Dobra, pogadajmy z nim.
You there. You have a kind soul. Help an old man buy his next meal.
Dobra.
You need it more than me. Here, take it.
A generous gift. Thank you. What do they call you, stranger?
Cassandra.
I'm Cassandra. And you?
Just a simple beggar. I sailed from Persia to see the beauty of the Greek world.
I can do many things, Persian, but I can't restore sight.
Nor would I want you to. My blindness is a burden that the gods have given me to carry, and I will.
Then what?
Be my eyes. When I was a boy, an Athenian told me the most beautiful tales of your lands. I would love to hear them again. Would you go see the places I never was able to, and return to tell me the tale of your adventures?
Okay.
I'm not much of a storyteller, but I will be your eyes.
I knew I sensed kindness in you. You've made this old Persian happy again.
Don't thank me yet. What places do you wish you could have seen?
My favorite tales were always of the Acrocorinth. The statues of Zeus in Athena, the perch of the armored bird in Arcadia, and of course, the mysterious Mount Taygetos.
So, tell me what you know about the statue of Zeus.
Its great boat stood ready to punish the Kephalonians below. Or so I was told.
I've seen Kefalonia from the statue of Zeus.
Tell me, is it still a place of great beauty?
Nie będziemy go okłamywać.
Yes, the island is beautiful. From the statue of Zeus, you can see the sea hitting the white beaches and the mountains covered in green. But its people suffer because of the war.
Just how it was described to me. The gods simultaneously bless the land and curse the people. Even for gods, your gods are cruel, Miss Theos.
Okay, I've told you what I remember. Now tell me about yourself. What's a Persian doing here?
Persia and the Greek world are doomed to be opposites. In times of prosperity here, Persians always seem to suffer. And when you're at war with yourselves...
Persians know peace?
Indeed. My people prospered after King Xerxes was murdered. All except for me. A man tried to kill me with poison, which is how I lost my sight. I fled and arrived here.
To chciałby twojej
I find
śmierci.
it hard to believe anyone would want you dead.
You're very kind. Tell me another tale, then I'll tell you more of my past.
No to po są
There
kateny.
are many statues to Athena. Which one do you mean?
In my mind, there is only one. History always began. As we rounded the hilltops, we could see Athens bustling below us and Athena above, matching our gaze.
You'll be glad to know I've been to the statue of Athena at the Acropolis.
If only I could have been there to feel her presence. Would you describe her to me?
Góry nad Atenami.
If Athens is a city of statues, then Athena is their guardian. She stands high above everything, on guard over the city.
Yes, not just standing tall to protect Athens, but to serve as a reminder of the suffering those poor people endured during the invasion.
Your turn to tell me something. You said a man tried to kill you.
The man who rose up to kill the tyrant Xerxes was named Darius. He was of a new creed of killers, unlike any Persia had known. He was also the man hired to kill me.
A killer of kings? Hired to kill a simple blind man? Why?
I have your interest, do I? Tell another tale, and I will too.
The Acrocorinth... Don't tell me. It's in Corinthia.
Smart guess. It is the most renowned temple to Aphrodite, your goddess of all life's most pleasurable trivialities.
I've traveled to the Acrocorinth. From there, I could see all of Corinthia.
Ah, I can only wonder at what the worshippers of Aphrodite do to pay her tribute.
Afrodyta jest dumna ze swoich heter.
The Ateri keep the spirit of Aphrodite alive. Usually well into the night.
Exactly as your goddess deserves. When I was younger, I'd lie awake dreaming of what it would be like to go. Worship, of course.
Now that's out of the way. You owe me a tale. You said the king killer Darius was hired to kill you too.
He was. By my brother.
Your brother? None of this is making any sense, old man.
I trust you, so I will tell you. My brother and I are the last living sons of King Xerxes.
Impossible. That would make you a king.
I was. My name was Artaxerxes. I guided Persia through a time of peace. But my brother wanted the throne and plotted my death. Now, I hide here, exiled, living the life of a simple beggar. I will tell you more, but first...
Yes, yes. A tale for a tale. You did say Mount Taygetus, didn't you?
You sound like you know that place. I have heard tales of its appetites. They say the mountain feeds on the suffering of Spartans, so the people there offer their own children to the mountain god for sacrifice.
That's not exactly right.
Widziałam górę
I
Tiger.
returned to Mount Taygetus.
Returned? Tell me, did you meet the mountain god who devours Spartan children?
Nie ma tam żadnego bóstwa.
The mountain is just a mountain like any other. What makes Taygetus a place of suffering is the people there.
That is true of all the world's worst places.
When I was a child,
I could tell from the moment I met you that you carried the burden of suffering. Let it stay in the past.
now you tell me, King Artaxerxes, how can I believe your story? You don't exactly look like royalty.
Well, that's the point. I am hiding.
Show me proof.
I could. You see, I knew a man named Themistocles.
The Athenian general. I heard stories about him being ostracized from Athens.
Over petty politics. He came to Persia to me, looking for refuge. I was king, but only a boy. He spent his days learning Persian and telling me stories of his home. Places like the Acrocorinth, Mount Taygetus.
The places you wished you could see.
I loved the tales and loved Themistocles like a father. He was kinder to me than Xerxes ever was. Tell me one last tale, and I'll tell you why he hid his treasure.
What do you remember about this armored bird in Arcadia?
There's a beast made of armor jutting out from the mountainside, overlooking Lake Stymphalos and the undulating fields stretching like waves on a golden sea all across Arcadia.
Widzieliśmy.
If you'd like to hear about the bird, I could describe it to you.
Nothing would make me happier.
Panuje tam spokój.
It's a majestic statue, built from the blades of fallen soldiers. It is so high above Stymphalos and the golden fields below. Up there, I could forget there was a war.
So it is as it was told to me. The bird commemorates Heracles' fight against chaos, built on a place of calm. Hopefully, one draws out the best in the other.
So, I've been to the 5 places Themistocles told you about in his tales.
For that, my soul will be eternally grateful. As for my tale, Themistocles died peacefully in Persia, as one of us. I promise him I'd see the places he told me about. His stories will live on in me. And now you.
And what of your story?
I let the people believe Darius succeeded in killing me, so I could escape.
Artaxerxes, there's something else you should know.
Yes?
Twój ojciec zabił mojego dziadka.
My grandfather was Leonidas of Sparta.
That means...
Your father, King Xerxes, killed my grandfather.
Then you're bound by blood to avenge him.
Artaxerxes, false king! These Mystios led me right to you. Time to finish what I started.
Cassandra, please!
Stand behind me.
Nie bij z tym kurwa kikiem dla dzieci.
Artaxerxes, are you hurt?
Despite being bound by honor to avenge Leonidas, you saved me. Thank you.
I had no choice. That man wanted you dead. Must have been another one of your executioners.
It was. If he doesn't return to Persia, my brother will send another, then another. It's time this old man accepts his fate.
Bądź dzielny.
You're a brave man, Artaxerxes.
A trait I learned from Themistocles. Now, as for you, I owe you payment.
Well, I did save your life. And I went on an adventure for you, Your Highness.
You did. And in your retelling, I felt like Themistocles was speaking through you. For your reward, go to the tomb in Salamis, where Themistocles hid his treasure. It will be near where he made his triumphant stand against my father's navy.
Tu kiedyś zrobiłem zdjęcie jakiego bagu dziwnie, jak mi się pod tekstury postać zacięła. Ale nie, tego nie będę szukał, tego skarbu, nawet słyszałem, gdzie on jest. I wracamy do Atlantydy. Ostatni artefakt. I zobaczymy, nie wiem, czy nie będę kończył po tym. I ostatnie miejsce, tutaj.
Ah, good work. Was it hard to obtain the artifact?
Its owner had many questions for me. You should have come along.
Traveler of many times, congratulations on making it this far. I'm glad we can share this message out of time, this fragment of reality. I'm recording this just for you, even if those living in the past won't understand it. Our simulated realities will cross sooner or later. Or do you think you're really here now, listening to this recording? Isn't this an animus recreation? Isn't it part of a greater simulation? How far do the ripples in the pool spread? Let's talk, rebel to rebel. We've been held back too long by precursor rules. It's time for new paths with new possibilities. This is not an era of control, but of creation. I've gathered some like-minded precursors to make a new start. We'll stop interfering and start enabling. From your point of view, it will take a considerable amount of time to prepare. But when we're ready, you're welcome to join us. After all you have to do is press a button and run another simulation.
This is madness. Fiction. Where I thought there would be wisdom, there is only the garbled babbling of a fool.
Pythagoras, calm yourself. Maybe this invention was meant for someone else. There's no need to lose your reason over mere words.
Buława z Atlantydy. Starożytne objawienie. Po znalezieniu i odłożeniu na miejsce wszystkich artefaktów, Cassandra odkryła głęboko skrywaną wiedzę, w jaki sposób zapieczętowanie Atlantydy na zawsze.
This is incredible. The knowledge stored here is overwhelming. It will take me years to decipher it all.
What about sealing Atlantis? Have you found a way to do it?
Oh, yes, I think so.
Well, what is it?
The staff is the key.
All right, it's time.
I can't, not yet.
Weźcie panowanie nad sobą.
We can't stay here. We don't have the time.
There's so much to learn. With this knowledge, we can turn the tide of fate.
That is not our destiny. You said so yourself. You're losing sight of what's important.
I will not be ordered around or lectured by you.
It was your plan to seal this place, and I agreed to help.
That was before I realized what we would uncover about the first civilization. The creation of humankind.
We are sealing this place to keep the cult from using it to enslave humanity. That is bigger than your quest for knowledge.
The cult will be nothing but an insect to swat once the power is ours.
It's too dangerous to leave this place open, and you know it.
You wouldn't understand.
Your pride will cost us all in the end.
It's not about pride.
What good is knowledge if you curse all of humanity in the process? It's what you wanted to avoid in the first place. Sometimes it's better if we find our own path. We are not ready for the power this place offers.
You're right. I cannot save humanity directly, but I can save it from itself. This is your burden now. Humanity's fate will be decided by the choices you make.
I understand.
Cassandra, choose wisely.
Mamy berło Hermesa Trismegistosa. Co ono mi daje? Z obrażeń wojownika, 32 szanse na sparowanie połowy obrażeń, wielka szansa na 30% wytrzymałości tarczy w chwili trafienia. Nie jestem tego przekonany. Wolę na razie tutaj przy włóczni tej, ale możemy dać jej wygląd w ogóle tej... Jak to się nazywało? Berła Hermesa Trismegistosa.
Atlantis is too dangerous. I must seal it.
Everything in order? Then, open sesame. So much power. The nodes are interconnected in ways I couldn't imagine. This is more complex than any Isu temple we found. Lisbon, the Arctic.
I'm recording everything, Layla. You're going to be a hero for discovering this. Do you see the staff anywhere?
Not yet, but there's more to explore. I'll find it. The mechanism should be open. What's wrong?
I don't know, Layla. I'll check my notes on the Isu.
Oh, I see it. There's a beam of light missing. Time to troubleshoot.
Layla, that pillar looks like it can move. Those pillars seem to have mirrors on them. If you manipulate those light beams, they might illuminate something important.
Dzięki, kolego. I brawo my!
I got it! Where is it?
What?
True knowledge exists in knowing that you know nothing. Good friend told me that once.
Possible. Cassandra?
Yes. I used to be called the Eagle Bearer, but Icarus is long gone.
I've been searching for you. But you can't. It's...
You weren't really looking for me, were you?
It works! The Isu artifact, the staff of Hermes Trismegistus.
You must have so many questions, Layla.
Co tutaj robisz?
You know my name?
Maybe the gods told me. Maybe I had a vision of the future. Maybe the device in your ear is noisy.
Sorry.
I came here with a purpose. To find you. And put an end to what I started many centuries ago.
I have your spear. Would you like it back?
Oh. No. You can keep it. It's broken.
But you used it broken. It was powerful.
I used it to defeat enemies even Herodotus could not describe. But everything must come to an end. I left it to him when its power was exhausted. Something to remember me by.
I have so much to tell you. That staff is incredibly important. It kept you alive. How?
Ask a student of Hippocrates. I hear he still has some. The staff served its purpose.
My friends and I are trying to keep it out of the hands of the Templar Order.
Listen to me. Order, chaos. If either triumphs alone, the world dies. I tried to bring an end to chaos, and it has only led to ruin.
I used to assist Order. Now I fight for choice, freedom, chaos.
Pythagoras was right. You are the key to the prophecy. You will restore the balance, Layla. I have fought in too many wars. I have seen too many people die. I have walked from one end of the earth to the other. This belongs to you now. Promise me one thing.
Anything.
When you are done, destroy it. Destroy them all.
Kassandrę spotkaliśmy, czy ona dożyła? Żyła w czasach współczesnych.
There's so much of the story I haven't seen. I should go back to the Animus and visit Cassandra again.
No wracamy do Kassandry.
What are you two doing here?
You know us. Always on your tail. Old Herodotus couldn't wait to see you.
I told you, Varnavas. Sira is said to hold a secret. A secret no one can fathom.
Yes, But a lost world?
It's perfectly possible. Atlantis may exist.
Sounds like hooey to me, but he's insistent about it.
Herodotus is right. Atlantis exists.
Incredible.
It's true. I can't believe it. Tell me everything.
My mother sent me here to meet my real father. You know, Pythagoras? It's him.
Your father was living in a volcano?
Pythagoras? That's unthinkable. It would make him immortal.
He had the staff that belonged to the ancient civilization.
It kept him alive all this time. Makes perfect sense.
Well, where is he? Invite him along. He's your father, after all.
He was a stubborn man. He wanted to keep all the knowledge of Atlantis to himself.
Stubborn. I suppose that trait runs in the family.
He means he's sorry for your loss.
It's all right. But none of this can ever pass your lips. This stays between us.
You have my word.
But the world needs to know. We could tell the most amazing tale of our time.
Herodotus.
Oh, fine.
Then it's settled. Let's move forward.
Like always.
We've learned a lot, haven't we? You know it all.
Speak for yourself. I'm on the hunt for truth. Gods know not all your myths are accurate.
They come from the gods themselves, who are the most reliable sources we have.
You've both been a great help to me. It doesn't matter who's right or wrong.
And you would know, as the eagle-bearing demigod you are.
Perhaps she, too, is immortal.
Sure I am.
I do know one thing for certain. This has been an Odyssey I won't forget.
What's wrong?
My parents.
Herodotus, I'm so sorry.
I thought I'd be able to see them again. To show them my life's work. But now, I'm sorry to ask this of you. But could you take me to Samos? I need to pay my respects.
Of course, my friend.
Thank you. I'm not sure I could make this trip alone. I can't believe my parents are gone. I always thought they'd be there, waiting when I returned.
Ready the oars!
The hell's all yours, Commander. or might get us in trouble.
Archers! We need you! Watch out! They're fighting us! Spears now!
Should we stay this close?
Onward! Here we go! I need archers! Light your arrows! Let's go! Use a fire volley! Archers! Prepare to board! Follow me and make them pay!
Set them alight, Misthios!
Sails down! Shift the oar! Ready for docking!
Epicure